ignore my dirty self. Another episode of Not Too Fast for You. It's Malcolm, your host. We're back with Pepper. Quick little rundown. I'll pop you guys off your stand. Pretty point to shoot. So, dust shield is on. Caliper is about to go on. This side's pretty much ready to go. Parking brake's hooked up and working. Over there, we have a dust shield twirling in the wind for this side. It's getting painted. You see this side, it's missing a dust shield, but it's about ready to go in. It's all hooked up, parking brake, axle, suspension, everything. So she's happy, ready to go. We'll move up to the front. As you'll see, the front could use a little painty. So we're gonna paint dust shield and caliper probably today. Get those rebuilt. I have the rebuild stuff. We have some new brake lines for the front. So yeah, gonna get those torn into in a bit. Here's some of that rebuild kit. That's for the caliper. So, yep. Then we have some bleeding caps. So, yeah, we're doing good work on this car. It's hammering out. Alright folks, here we have two front M471, I believe is the code number for them, or what I like to call 5-lug calipers. So these are going to be our 5-lug front calipers. You notice they're much bigger than the rears, way beefier. These guys actually come off the front of a 911 SC. They're the same setup. So at least your pads and rotor, I don't know if the caliper is the same, but your pad and rotor is the same. So I would assume the caliper would be. Maybe it's similar. I don't know. Don't quote me on that to the exactness, but we're gonna get moving in the direction here. Let's bust these apart. I've never had one of these springs apart. They like to fly. That's why I always put my hand over it. It's like a flying squirrel. You can't really trust it. So we have one spring down, 2 pins. No locks on the back of our pins. We'll be fixing that. So, you saw me remove the pin already here. The next case scenario is going to be grab a punch, a rather thin one, and a hammer. I'll get both of these. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to knock the top pins out of this. I like to get both of them even up until the first pad. And then, that one didn't quite do it. You might have to come chase the actual pin of the head itself. There we go. And once you get into the first pad, it'll come out. These things are spring loaded, so they like to pop out at you. Usually they don't fight this hard. This one's a little tougher than the average cookie. But don't worry, we'll get it out. This time chasing the front of the pin, the opposite side of the head, slowly just beating it into submission. Some of these pins are friendly, some aren't. This is a not so friendly pin. That was a tough one. That was maybe one of the tougher pins of my career. So you could label left, right. I'm going to paint these, and then they only go one way. The bleeder has to face up. So ask me how I know. Bleeder upside down t-shirt. I've been there, done that. It's not actually, but I might as well have one. I've done that before. Why won't they bleed? Because they're upside down, Malcolm. So, one pad removed. And these have some life on them. I'm between buying a new set and just running these. These don't seem horribly misshapen. They have a decent amount of life left. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. Next case. Next BN. Let's have a little blocky block. We're gonna see if we can. That actually came apart surprisingly easy. So you have your bracket. Your front caliper and your rear caliper. Now this spring's scary. I don't remember how this works, so let me figure out how this goes back together real quick before I take this apart and can never get it back together. So, holes on top, this would go like Wichita, 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 ta, ta, Wichita, 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 ta. I'd go like this. And do you just the spring, just hold it in? Is that it? Oh, you put it into this thing first, I see. You put it into this first. And then you would knock this together. And then you would somehow get this. Maybe you do it like that. Yeah, you could do that maybe. It's pushed all the way in. We are just going to paint it like this. No, we're going to do the rebuild first. Because if I paint it, I'll damage them, and I don't want to do that. So. Let's see, 7mm wrench. Nope. 8mm wrench. That's going to be like oh my god. That was really funny. Okay, well I'm glad that shot that way and not into my face or onto the car. That was really funny. That could have been really bad. And here, folks, you see how much fluid is left. It's really hard to get that piston back out, but Jesus Christ. What do these fucking gorillas put this on with? No, Malcolm, you can't put that in the vice, Malcolm. You ain't breaking, Malcolm. Yeah, you're right. I break it, but I don't really care. I do care. I mean, I don't want to break this, but you know, pushes come to shove. Malcolm has got to shove. And then once again, we got a new brake line for this guy. This guy's pretty bad. See if he focuses. Lots of cracks in that. He's toast. That's trash. Trash to never be seen again. Alright. Now that we have that formality out of the way, go ahead and grab your rubber boot and just rip that sucker off. Try and fish yourself under. Sorry, there's a spider on my desk. Shits are everywhere this time of year. I need a pick for this. Pull your metal ring. An extra rubber will come off. Cut yourself. Snooky. Pulling the rubber out. Bad move. Pulling that down. Bad move. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. A little bit of grease left, if you want to call that grease. Like that. Safe to say these things were probably happy for a rebuild. One could assume. Next thing, we're going to pull the O-ring out. Yep, O-ring's got micro cracking in it as well. I doubt the camera will show this, but it kind of shows it. You can kind of see it there. You see all those? Those little lines? Those are all cracks. Yeah, you can see it there. They roll the edge. So this O-ring we're starting to go as well. It's a good thing. Here we go, these. So go ahead and polish it up one last time. So here's just the caliper rebuild kit. This guy will be FTE right here. Pause the video if you want to see it. That's the rebuild kit I went with. I couldn't find one in stock from ATE with Pelican, so I went with FTE. It's the same crap. Same crap. Same crap, different porta potty. So, we got that one in. Next thing up, we'll grab some grease for our caliper. I'll slide you out of the way. High temp wheel bearing grease. Slide you back in the way. Back there and over there in the stew. Actually, I'll put you guys right here. So, as you see, rebuild kit, seal's already in. We're going to take just a little dab. Just a wee dab of grease. And then just take a fine amount, I like to do, and rub around the sides. Because you actually don't really want any in the bottom. I take that back. I had to think about it for a second. I only said put some in the bottom because so much grease came out of the top. You can put a tiny bit to stop it from rusting, but it shouldn't rust anyways. I would keep it pretty lube free. Lube the walls up. Go ahead and send that sucker home. Oh my god, he's gonna put it right in the press and just press it right in. Oh my god, he's got it right in the vise. Oh my god. Oh my god, he put way too much grease in there. Yeah, that's what I hear about people's complaints. So the grease, you can over grease them, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I made a mistake saying put it on the bottom. I removed it all. It only needs to be on the sides to just help slide up and down and prevent corrosion on the sides. The bottom is going to be full of brake fluid pushing the piston in and out. So you don't really want brake fluid down there because it turns into that nasty slime that we saw. So, got Mr. Guy rolled out of there. Give him a little fade cleanup. Get his parts out of the box. Use his parts of the trash can box. Let's see those sat like that face down. So.
didn't pick up your phone.
I know. What do you think I'm doing?
You can't pick up the phone?
A little busy. Why? What's up?
I was asking if the garage was open.
Well, it was. So, did I really have to pick up my phone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. just love doing calipers. It would help if you put the seal in first, which I didn't do yet, so let's do that. Also helps if you don't put the brand new parts in the trash box. Oh my God! He's gonna put it in POV. You're the vice. Oh my God! He's gonna put it in the vice again. Okay, well that's not good. See, it's only a problem when you put it in the vise if you just crank it and don't pay attention. You gotta pay a little bit of attention to what you're doing. If it doesn't want to stay, don't make it. Oh, if it doesn't want to go, don't make it. Back it off, change the position, try again. It's usually just a little cockamamie in there, and if you press on the other side, it'll straighten up nice and happy. Like a conversion camp. It's a joke. It's a joke. To YouTube, it's a joke. I have a sick mind. There's nothing against people of the LGBTQ community. I just have a sick mind. Oh, come on, that's not funny. No, I don't really care. Sue me. You can have all of my unmonetized videos. They're all yours. Don't worry. I don't make any money on them anyways. Okay. Well, that's that done.